Well, hi everybody and welcome. I just want you to know that if you don't, those that don't know me, I'm Tyra Wiebe. I'm an EMD with Juice Plus here in Augusta, Georgia. And I get the pleasure of introducing our speaker tonight, and that's Katrina Goodwin. She is someone that I would call extraordinaire. She is a wife and a mom of three who are just 8, 6, and 2-year old. She lives in a small town of just 250 people. She is the president of the PTO. She's also vice president on another church board at her church. All I can say is that she is a super, super busy lady. And she has been with this company for 8 years, but has been on Juice Plus for 20 years. I had the pleasure of meeting Katrina 6 months ago when Superfoods was launched back at the San Diego conference. And I ran into her at the hotel where we were at, and I could hear her on the phone sharing with others about the new superfoods and with so much excitement. And I would see her texting away. Well, I introduced myself and she started to share with me what she had been doing since the conference had started there, on Thursday. I believe she had 15 plus orders. You can correct me, Katrina, if I'm wrong, of superfoods already. Um, so, Katrina, I'm just going to turn it over for a second over to you to say, all right, share with us what you were doing in that lobby when I ran into you and how you were getting all those orders. I just would love
Yeah.
to hear that.
Well, first off, guys, thank you all for having me. I will have background noises. My little ones are winding down for bed. We just got baths done, so please excuse the noise, but that's how I do my business. We just had got that conference, the San Diego trip, and I'll be honest, I nearly did not get to go on that trip. I had lost my mom that year to cancer, and so mom was always the one who helped me with childcare. So anything I ever did, mom was always there to help me. And I shared with a friend that I live in a very small town, 230 people. I shared with a friend that I was fixing to have to cancel everything, and three of my friends came together to make sure I could be at conference. Each one took a kid, helping me out and making this possible. So during that time, with that mindset, I felt so grateful to even be there that I knew I didn't have time to waste. So that's how I've done my whole business. I started posting, and I remember going to San Diego. For those of you who went, it was very expensive for Texas girls to get there, like super outrageous. I had one team member. It was the first time ever. I usually had a huge team with me, but I just had one really good friend. And I looked at her and I said, I don't know what you want to do with this business, but I'm fixing to take off. And either you can join me or you can do what you're doing, and that's fine. But I believe this is my chance to share, and I'm going to continue my mom's legacy because my mom loved this business so much. And so, with that being said, the new product had launched. I put a post on Facebook of me drinking the product, and it took off. When we got to San Diego, I mean to the hotel, I had locked in 17 orders. In 2 days, I closed out with 26 orders. It was insane. And all it was one video of me taking this product. See, for years, you want to get on? Okay. For years, I had been sharing this product. I'm going live on social media. I am no social media guru. Y'all can follow me. I can show you probably what not to do, but at the same time, it's working. So I like to live ignorance on fire. I listen to a lot of people. I learn from others, but I also do my own thing because I believe that if I'm not sharing, I'm not going to grow. And so that's what I did. And I gave a little special discount code, obviously not company sponsored, but I said this product launches in 2 days. If you order today, locking in that you want this order, I'll give you 10% by Venmo. And of course, that came from me. The comments started flowing and it was insane. And so that's how I got my first round of orders. Sorry, guys, technical issues. It's stuck to hair. Okay. Okay. Get up. So, and guys, if y'all have questions, y'all can ask me while we talk. So I'm trying to get the light out of my face. It's kind of how we're set up. But that's what I did. So I just posted on social media. I commented. I was very engaged and I did a reel. So my question is to you, how active are you on social media? Do you use it? Some people are scared to death. Well, being in a small town like I'm in, I don't really have many options. So I have to think outside the box to get it out there. Because I'm going to be honest, I don't know how big your cities are, but I had to be very careful in the beginning because my husband did not want me, I'm sure y'all have heard these words, be pushy. Because if I shared with this person, that person would share with grandma, and then grandma would be like trying to think, am I being pushy or not? Because my husband was related to everyone. Instead, I let the internet be my way of educating. So, do y'all want, what other
Uh,
question did you have?
Well, I was just going to make a comment that, you were on fire then, you're on fire now. And how I
Yes.
know that is that at the gala, they recognized you as one of the fastest growing teams in our country. Is that right?
Yes, that is correct. And like I said, I'm giving every opportunity. If y'all would like to follow me on social media, you're more than welcome to. It's Katrina Goodwin. I believe in helping others. I believe when we bless others, God blesses us back. And that's what I try to do for my team. Not everyone is going to be able to do what I do. So I always am like, hey, use what I'm using. Go do it. Go share me. Go copy me, whatever you want. I also created a page called the Wellness Edit.
Yes.
Are y'all familiar with my page yet?
Yeah, go ahead. I was going to go ahead and ask you that question to
Okay.
share. So tell us more about the wellness edit and
Yeah.
how that happened and why should they get to be a part of it?
Yeah. Okay. So how many of y'all feel that we have this amazing product? We have these amazing science backing our product, but none of us have the stories because people are nervous to share. Well, I felt that. I was like, man, if I had a place that was a one-stop shop that I could bring all my people to, but I could bring the top influencers in our company, put them in there and have them help me post. That's what happened. I called Nicole Scott from Canada. I don't know if you're familiar with Nicole. I'm under Mitra, pretty far down. But I called Nicole and I said, hey, I've been following you for years. Yeah, it's a toothbrush and Spider-Man. And I've been following you for years and I want to be like you, Nicole. I want to post likely. I would like to meet Kelly Morgan. How many of y'all are familiar with Kelly Morgan?
Mhm.
She averages between 100 to 200 shakes a month. And I said, could you connect us so I could get a page going? So that brought me to Kelly. And then I brought in Jamie and I brought in Abby Nolan and I brought in Whitney, who just made NMD. And this page came together and I brought in Margie. And so every day you're getting us posting. My day is Thursday that I share, but I ask you to come into our page. You go add your friends, your team, and then ask them to share their stories because the goal of the page is to keep sharing all the time. That way, testimonies are happening and you can tag people. You could see a story and be like, hey, Sarah, this made me think of you. Did you see this? Hey, Abby, did you see this person? She has PCOS, or hey, she's dealing with fertility or constipation, or it could be none of that. You're looking for the community. Well, the page gave you the opportunity to have that, and that's how I created it.
And I was just going to say, Katrina, that page, compliance is in
Yes,
on that.
compliance is in it. I have Jason LaChance watching it 24/7 because I called him and I said, hey, I'm running with this. And he is like, well, put me in it. And I said, okay. And guys, when you no, it's not for partners only, it's for customers and prospects. It's literally for everyone. So can I share?
Yeah,
Yeah,
oh,
okay.
I think so.
So
Yeah.
if you're not in it, it's right here. It's the wellness edit, the glow from inside out. When you go, sorry, when you go to featured, you'll see I have a disclaimer on here. You can just copy this and put it on all your stuff. But here's what's even cooler. You have people interested in Juice Plus and you don't know how to explain it? Just comment here. Hey, so and so, check this out. Kelly Morgan has shared it for you. We're trying to make this as simple as possible for all of us. And so like we're really focusing right now on the gut product and we put stuff anything in here y'all can use, guys. I do know from compliance, if you do take a story, for instance, my story, and you want to put it on your personal wall, you just have to tag me in it. Say, Katrina gave me permission to share this. And that's a way to get around the compliance part.
Right.
Uh, but I even have like, we have tons of stuff going on in here. Anything you can think of. Breast cancer awareness, we got athletes, you name it, it's here. The other thing is, if you're looking for something in particular, you can search for it. So anything you want to search for, I don't know if there's weight loss. I'll just put weight. So she talks about a story about hers and something will come up. It's kind of like the recording page. And so we're going on here. This is my husband and I started getting him to help me share, which is huge, guys. Just took me 8 years. And
He's
getting,
a farmer.
I know, if he would have just done it sooner, I got 3 orders from him sharing the other day.
Oh,
And so, but that's what we're doing. If someone posts their story in here, doesn't, yes, we will, I will review their stories and I will, me and the moderators will review it and make sure it's up to compliance and then we'll approve it. We are trying to make sure the page is kept safe so nobody comes in and tries to spam. And so it's not a place for you to sell the product, but it's a place for you to educate on the product. And if your friend is interested, then you have to take that outside the box.
there you go. And then when I know when you go to join the page, and it doesn't it ask how did
Yes,
you?
it will ask you questions. Who invited you?
Yeah,
Do you want to know more about that? So we ask you to fill that out because we do use that.
yeah, yes, Heidi, that's
Yes,
correct.
exactly.
And so, Katrina, I know you have a growing team, and you had shared with me, I think, that you have a new gal that just this month, I believe, made the first month towards being Q NMD. Is that
She
right?
will at the end of this
Oh,
month.
this month.
Well, yes. So
And
we
she
just found out
joined.
today, my husband made, well, it's not official. He will make QSSC, which is huge. And then I have a girl fixing to make QNMD. And for those of you who've been in the business for a while and you feel like you were stuck, I don't even know what the right words are. I was that girl. I built super fast. I made Q in 6 months. I made NMD in a year after that, IMD in 5 months after that. And then I got stuck and I was stuck pretty bad. And so, like I said, if you could take any advice from me, conference rebuilt me. It rebuilt the belief in me. And I so think conference can change people's lives. I know some people might disagree with me, but I truly believe the connection, the community, the faith is where it's all about. And if it wasn't for conference and just being around people who are like, hey, just want you to know, we were praying for you. So sorry for your loss. And just making me feel like I was at home and connected, I don't think I would be where I am in this business.
And Katrina, I think I asked you about do you do events?
Yes, we do lots of events. So events can be anything from like today I had 2 events at Starbucks. So on Tuesday, Thursdays, my son goes to preschool 30 miles from my home where we live. There's not a preschool where we live. So I drive 30 miles to my parents' town and he goes to school there. So I really try to make sure I take advantage of those 2 days. And so today I drove a different way, 45 miles to go to Starbucks and I had 2 events there. What I did is I recorded testimonies of people. I call that an event. And I will go live, I will post those testimonies on Facebook and share their stories. And then we scheduled events. So it was more of a working event today. Other events I do is I set up a chiropractor's office. We, from that chiropractor's office, we meet probably 2 to 3 times a month, and I average about 10 to 13 orders a session when I'm there. And then I'm fixing to be collaborating with Drip Bar. I'm sure you'll have those in y'all's areas where you go and get IVs hooked up.
Oh
They would
yeah.
like to do some collaborations with me. But any way I can get connected and where I can stand up front, set up a table and ask my simple words, hey, you want a shot? Because I want to take the person out of thinking, what is she doing here? And catch them off guard, be like, well, shot of what? And that's how we go into the spill. That's my catch line. You want a shot. And so this weekend I'll be doing a farmer's market. I don't know if y'all have farmers markets. I'm sure y'all do. Y'all probably have way more than we do. But there's a trade market this weekend on Saturday and Sunday I'll be doing. So um, it just happened to work out. Technically, where we live, there's not many farmers markets, but right now there's been quite a few. Do you want a shot of superfood, Luminate, or now the gut product? What I do and how I make it start is I give them a shot of superfood and I'm like, okay, wait, now you need my mom cocktail. And they're like, cocktail? And I'm like, yep, but it has no alcohol. So then I'll add in the Luminate and now I'll be adding in the gut product and I ask them to rate it and then I ask them for the order right then and there.
I
And so
love it.
And when you say you add it right to it, they've got the little glass, the little cup or whatever, and you're giving them the superfood, and you say before you actually taste the superfood, you add stuff to it, or after they've
no, I have I just pour in I have a big jar of superfood. I have
right.
them pre-made. And then I'm like, hey, do you want a shot? I give them a little superfood. And then they try. I'm like, okay, now wait, I want to have you some more. That's only part one of my cocktail. And then I add in the Luminate, because I'll be honest, guys, me personally, I only like superfood and Luminate together. I don't like them separately. I think they work great together. I think they benefit. But the video I'm going to post tonight of my husband sharing, he's going to talk about all three products, and his least two favorite are superfood and Luminate, but it's the benefits he's gotten from them. He doesn't care about the taste, it's the benefit. And that's my newest thing, is being honest. Stop worrying about everybody's got to love superfood. Not everyone's going to love superfood. And that was hard for me to understand, because guys, when I tell you all I love it, I could drink it 3 or 4 times a day. But and so like I've been doing lots of honest videos and getting people's honest feedback on what they think. And then I film them and then I ask if I can post it on my social media.
Wonderful, wonderful. And I'll just say the super biome with the superfoods is really good.
That's how I drink it.
Okay.
But he is in loving it by himself. He's making 2 drinks.
Yeah.
So
Two cocktails.
2 cocktails for him. Yes.
All right. I'm going to open it up to questions. I wanted to see if anybody else had any questions for her.
And Katrina,
Yes.
when you give them the shots and then you ask for the order right then and there, what's your verbiage with that?
You ready to order? Let me get your credit card. Let's put this in.
So do you ask which product, or all three, or how do you say that?
Yeah, I say, do you want what I take? And then we'll go over the spill. I'm like, this is what you just took. Do you want this? I always start with the highest and then I work my way down. So I put in 12 Super Biome orders already this month, and they're all subscriptions. I only offer one option. I think, y'all saw me. That's kind of why I was a little spacey in the beginning, is I had 3 kids to the side of me running, and 2 of them were staring at me while I was talking. I have squirrel brain naturally. And so you got this long to catch my attention. And so if you're offering me 4 or 5 things, I get lost, because I'm sitting here like, wait, what's going on? Where are my kids? And so I try to take that in perspective of everyone else. If I can tell the conversation's going and they're like, whoa, I don't want to pay that much. Hey, no big deal. We'll just do 1 month's worth. Let's put it down. Let's get your order in right now. So I'll change it up to them. But I try to read their body language big time. So I make it very personal.
So I have a question. Go
Yes,
ahead,
ma'am.
somebody. I was just going to ask, with your team, is everyone from your town, or if you grown
No.
team just through social media, or friends from college, or?
Well, I have one person from my town. I'm very excited. My best friend, my maid of honor, which is my husband's first cousin, is on my team. Other than that, it's like people I met at events, or I knew someone who knew someone that knew them. Summer, who just is fixing to be holding, I met her at an event. It took me literally, I can officially say I stalked someone, not creepily, just normal creepy. She joined my business and ghosted me for 2 months. And she told me she wanted to do this. And I was like, no one's going to tell me they want to do something and waste my time. I'm going to make sure they answer me. And so she wouldn't text me back. So I started Instagram messaging her. Hey, what's that workout you're doing? How many squats did you do? Can you tell me? And finally, she's like, I'm just going to answer her so she will leave me alone. Best day of her life. She fast tracked. She signed up in April, and at the end of this month, we'll be holding first month of Q. And y'all, she has a beautiful story. She's been through a lot. It's very sad, some of the stuff she's been through, but meaning she does not make excuses. And those are the type of people I'm looking for. When we're together, we work. We do it. We have fun. Oh my gosh, we were together today. But she has truly become one of my best friends because of this business. My other team members, like I have doctors on my team, but I found them from a friend shared my social media post who brought me to another girl who brought me to her husband that's a lawyer, and then they joined me. And I've had people who've been on my team but fallen off my team. And then I brought on in 60 days 31 new partners. And I'm trying to think, 3 of them were customers or referrals. Or just say, hey, we've been watching you for years, get me that stuff. And I'm like, well, by the time you order what you're ordering, let's get you set up with the partner plus the family plan and get you that discount. So
Yeah. Katrina, I was just going to say, you had shared with me your why when you really started going for this business. You really wanted to carry on that legacy that your mom had already started. Has your why changed?
No, I think it's grown stronger
Okay.
than ever. Um, y'all have no idea how far my husband has come. The fact he's even doing social media, small town farm boy. No, he does not do social media. Any post he has, it's because I've posted it, meaning like of our family or stuff. But he's become very supportive. So for anyone who's gone through a season of life where they didn't feel like their partner was supportive, I've been there. So just remember that they're not unsupportive of the product. They just don't understand yet the power behind this product or the business. He was always in love with the product, but the business he couldn't see or grasp. And so in the beginning, before my mom passed, my goal was just to become me again. I'd suffered through postpartum, and due to where we lived, there was no childcare, and I had to step away from work and be a stay-at-home mom, which is most people's dreams if it's on their terms. Mine sadly was not on my terms. It was for my mental health, and I was very lost. And I remember telling my husband I'm going to do this. And he's like, there's no way. You're not a doctor. You're not a fitness instructor. We live at that time 90 miles from a grocery store. You're in a cotton field. I had no cell phone service. I would drive 5 miles down the road to make a phone call. And I called my mom going through postpartum. I said, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I need you to put me in a car and help me with the baby and let's travel the world. And we did it. And that's how I made NMD. And then I just have kept it going. It's the people, man, the community, the passion. I mean, going to conference, there's something about it. I was emotional every day at conference, just being united by people and just feeling the spirit. You can't get that anywhere else, guys. I've been in the corporate world. I used to work 14 hours a day. You don't get that. And the people, we want to help you. Like, I want y'all to join my group. I want to help you. Let's help each other. That's not normal. And
Right.
so, sorry, I could go on and on about this.
I was just also going to say, for those people who are not very social savvy, et cetera, whatever, what tips would you give?
Yeah, you can totally do this. I have those people. I met with them today. Definitely reach out with your upline. Get on there. Ask them. I have two girls that will not get on social media, and that's okay. They hit QSC, but they have to be coachable. We had to get on the phone because one of them lives about 6 hours from me. I did not know her. I met her through a friend. And so I was like, you've got to give me a list. We got to get on Zoom and work, me and you. We got to talk. And so reach out with your upline, get with them. It's very important to stay connected. But the big deal is if you're not on social media, you're going to have to be very coachable and be willing to step outside of your zone because how are you going to share?
Mhm.
You do not have to be on social media to do this. Most of my orders do not come from social media. It's because I'm a jabberbox and now I talk to anyone.
Mm.
So
I think there's a lot of us on here that could say that we'll talk to anyone. Anybody else have some questions for her?
I have a quick question. Thank you, Katrina. I'm in
yes,
Texas.
ma'am.
Where are you exactly?
I'm about an hour from Midland.
Okay, I'm in Dallas, East Dallas.
Okay, so that's about
4 hours?
well, I think it's like 6.
Yeah. Well, anyway, maybe one day I'll head out your direction. But I wanted to ask real quickly. I know
Oh.
it's very different for every person that you invite to your team, but what is some verbiage that you could share with us that would help us to invite more people to the team? Or
So to join your team,
yeah.
I'm really big about looking at the products and seeing what they're ordering. And so, like I said, I really, I really educate on the superfood and Luminate together. And it's like, if you're going to buy those two, that's 390 points. I'm like, the points won't matter. You're not going to get anything I'm saying right now. But if you'll just either get your spouse on it or two more people, we could offset that price by $200 real easily. And if that's all you want to do, that's okay. But if you want to make a little more income, I can help you with that. And so
Great, thank you.
you're correct. It's 5 hours for me. I apologize. I looked it up.
Question here was, can you talk about how you set up a station and talk at a chiropractor's office?
Yeah. Okay, so Kevin's office is very different. He takes walk-ins. And so the way his office is, sometimes he'll have 20 to 30 people in a waiting room sitting. It's insane. I've never seen anything like this. And so he naturally has built a very good clientele on his own. He actually happened to be on the product 10 years ago, but lost his rep and quit taking it because he was not taken care of, which is insane. So he was in Dallas. And so when you walk in, he has a desk, like an island, and he's a one-man show. He does it all. And on top of his island, I have a product of the fruits, vegetables, berries, and omegas. And then I have like a benefit sheet that I created. And then I have a comparison chart. And then I have the bottles. And then I stand behind the desk and I just am silly. I'm like, come on down, like Wheel of Fortune. I was like, don't be scared. Come in here. Take a shot while you wait. I'm telling you, it's my keywords. Take a shot. And so then I'll even go out in the hallways and we'll pass out shots. And I'm like, what do you think? And then I'm like, can I film you? Can you do some videos for me? Hey, let's get you started. Kevin's on this. Kevin swears by. Kevin. He just says, hey, you should take that stuff. I've been on it 10 years. It's amazing. Just do what she says. And people trust him, which makes them trust me. And so, but my setup is very simple. It's not all spiffy and rainbows because he's not that way. Literally, the bottles, just the same sheet you've always seen, where it's the red, green, purple, and orange bottles with what fruit is in each one. And then a benefit sheet I created. You can find one on Pinterest. And then the comparison chart on the superfood. Because where we live, AG1's pretty big. So I'm always like, taste this. It's better than AG1 without the fillers. It's kind of what I say. And so
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't mind. Let me see. I don't know if I can. I will get it to her. Y'all, I'll send it to you and
Okay.
you can share it with
All
your
right.
team. I
Sure.
don't mind it at all.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Go to bed, baby.
Okay, this
Andy?
isn't about procedures, but did you say your husband takes 2 of the prebiotics a day? Drinks?
No, superfoods.
Oh, the superfoods. Okay. Because I really like the prebiotic too. And I'm like, I want to take it more than once a day, but I don't know if we should.
I don't think it will hurt. I think you just might go to the bathroom. But
8 grams of fiber.
the other thing I would suggest, and it's something I'm going to do, is this is being vulnerable. It just depends how vulnerable you want to be. A kind of a before and after picture. I want to be really strict doing like a reset program and take a before picture of bloating and then after. I've seen lots of people doing that, and that's another way you could share the product. And so, do you have any other questions? Would check with Mitra. Yeah, you could always ask them. I know Mitra is not taking all the products together at once. She kind of has like a routine because me and her were talking. I'm just a one and done, guys. I need to get out the door because I'm always doing something.
Yes, you are. Every time I talk to you, you're driving somewhere.
I
Hey,
know.
Kim, did you have a question?
I just wanted to make a comment. I didn't know you, Katrina, but I think I watched one of your videos with your husband. Did you have him taste it and it looked like it was real and he put ice in it?
Yes, he
Was
does.
it you? Okay, I thought so because it's so funny tonight. My husband didn't really want to try it. And I said, I saw this video and a lady had her husband try it and put ice in it. So he tried it and he liked it.
Yes, he does ice. What is that commercial? Shaken, not stirred, or not, I don't know. We try to be. Like I said, he is not social media at all. The fact he's even getting on, I'm still shocked.
Well, tell him it worked because it wasn't like you could tell it wasn't in
A
his comfort
polished
zone.
commercial.
It wasn't
no,
like a
we're not
polished, oh,
polished.
this is the best thing ever. He's like, and just the ice really helped, or however, I can't remember what he said, but it worked.
Yes, and I do.
Thank
guys,
you.
You're so welcome. Thank you. The lime sparkling water is a great way to do it. Another thing is I have lots of people who do it with the poppies, those drinks, and I talk a lot on my videos about kidney stones because it's something I suffer with, and so how the superfood has helped my stone count go down, and so that's a lot of my videos these days. on
So
sharing.
when you're talking about the ice, I mean, that was at the beginning for superfood. I liked right off the bat. The Luminate, I was, I was like, I don't like it. I put it in soda water. I put it in soda water with lime because I understood the benefits. I feel so good on Luminate. I just feel so good, that I don't want to miss out on that feeling good. But after you do that a bunch of times, must change the bacteria in your gut because I can do Luminate all by itself with no ice and I'm fine.
Yeah.
After, but I made myself do it for a while and not everybody's going to do that. But when I understood the benefits and I felt something from it, I wasn't going to give up on it.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. That's how I am. I was not a fan of Luminate either, but the more I drank it, it does affect me emotionally. Like with how busy I am. It helps with my brain fog basically and everything. I swear by it.
I do too. Sometimes I'm so amazed by it. I'll be going to go do a conference call and I'm just kind of feel sluggish and not clear. And I sip it, and within 10 minutes of doing it on the call, I'm just like wide awake and excited and like I'm a different person. I think that Luminate is crazy good. And for those of you that don't like the flavor, get used to it. Figure a way to drink it because it's the bomb. It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Jason. Katrina, someone asked, do you mix your superfoods, I believe, with just water, or do you also add something to it?
I call it the mom cocktail. I really should change it to mocktail, but I found out more people are interested when I say cocktail at 6 a.m. So I've kept with cocktail. I'm not drinking, but I've caught in more people's eyes. But it's superfood, it's Luminate, electrolytes, and then I was putting in a blue collagen. But here's my next educational thing. I learned that the blue collagen, everything the benefits in there is in the superfood. So I've been talking about that, and then I add lemon water to boost up metabolism and all that. And now the gut product.
Yeah,
It's a
put all
cocktail.
four in
I
one
have a
glass and drink it. You could put all four in one glass and
That's
drink
exactly what I do.
it. They totally go together.
And like I said, you can see, guys, y'all can steal anything I post. I'm not like that. This is, I don't know. I don't have like the magic thing on posting. Oh, sorry. But like, this is my stuff. You're welcome to add me, use anything. But, that's my live. But this is one of my really good friends sharing her testimony on it. And I asked her honestly what she thinks. And then, this is my best friend that joined my team. And one thing I love about Kella is I am not scared to go on social media, but I've been doing it for a little bit. But my best friend, she and I have two different personalities, but this is one way we can do it together. And she does an amazing job educating. And let's see. This is my speech therapist. I'm literally handing out samples to everyone and asking them to try them right then, because I'm not going to waste it. My son's speech therapist, and then I have my son try it. And then this is the one about my husband, and he talks to you about trying ice. And so, but anything I use, and then my son Graham, and Graham even went to preschool and told his friends about it because he told them he was stirred a lot and they had to figure out what he was talking about. And so, I was trying to see any other questions, any way I can help y'all guys.
You're such a good heart. Yep, because we're going to wind this call down. And Katrina, I just thank you so much for your time. But if anybody is just dying to ask one more question, unmute yourself. This is your opportunity.
Hey, this is Heidi. I have a question with regards to a team not being locally, because I really don't have. I think I have a couple, but they're not active. How do you keep your team engaged and connected as a community? Yeah, how do you stay connected as a family?
Yeah, great question. Yeah, because none of mine's local besides one. I use Facebook Messenger. Voxer does not work for our group. I learned that in the beginning. This is my team. I know Juice Plus wants us to use Voxer, but I had to figure out what would work with my team. Some of my team said Voxer's overwhelming. And so I moved to the thing where I could find the most people to interact with me. And that for me was Facebook Messenger. So especially with my people that won't get on social media, they will still download Facebook Messenger because it's like a texting thing. You don't have to be on Facebook to have Facebook Messenger. And so that's how we stay connected. I'm always putting stuff in there and asking questions. And I'm just like, if it ever gets overwhelming, because I'm very honest with them, if it ever get overwhelming, no, I'm excited. You're welcome to leave the group, but this group's blowing up. We're going on fire. And here's where it at. And I put in posts. I tell them, here's exactly what to say. Like I try to do all that for them so they don't have to think. Because at the end of the day, my main goal is to get them just to make that post and share.
You ever come to Dallas?
I have a rep in Dallas, actually. I need to get her back and doing things. My brother lives in Glen Rose. I don't know how close you are to Glen Rose.
Well, Katrina, it's been a wonderful call and so thankful you're taking time to be with us tonight and with your little ones there and everything, and just sharing with us and giving us just some wonderful tips and ideas how we too can grow our business. So thank you so much.
Yeah, and thank y'all for having me. And seriously, anything I can do, guys. If I gave you one tip from tonight's call, join the Wellness Edit. Let us help you because together anything's possible. You try to do this by yourself, you will not succeed. And this company is different than any other company. We are a community. We're not a sales company. We are literally building up relationships and communities to help others. And so I just want to tell y'all, thank y'all for having me, and I appreciate being on.
Thank you, Katrina. Really, we appreciate you. Everybody, thank you.
Yeah, unmute yourselves and shout out a word of appreciation.
Thank you. You're
Thank
amazing.
you, Katrina.
That
Bye,
was
guys. Thank
great.
y'all.
Thanks a lot.
Thank
Thank you,
everybody.
Katrina.
Thank you again.
All right, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.